Hey dumplings, it's JenLisa. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be writing some really cringy fanfic and sending it over to BTS, sending it over to BLACKPINK and TXT. I wanted to get into TaeKook, JenLisa, and YeonBin. I also kind of want them to see it. So I'm going to write to more than just one member. So this will increase the likelihood of them seeing it. I am just so ready to be blocked by every K-pop idol. This is for TaeKook for BTS's Instagram. For Tae's eyes only. It was a summer night and no one was hot because there was AC. Thank God for AC, right? Taeyang decided to go up to the campfire where Jungkook was and said, "What a beautiful face you have. So handsome." And started pinching him like a grandma would. He then went up the face and started stroking Jungkook's long, beautiful eyelashes. Jungkook asked Taeyang to stop, but Taeyang said, "No, your lashes were made to be touched and I will continue to touch." Jungkook screamed, no, it was his worst nightmare to have his lashes touched, but he loved Taeyang, so he let him do it. The end. For Jungkook's eyes only. Jungkook was sitting on the campfire on a summer night and there was AC indoors, not outdoors, so Jungkook was hot. But he did not want to go inside. He saw Taeyang approach him and Jungkook started to sweat a lot. He did not want to see Taeyang at this time. It was too much for him to handle. Taeyang began pinching his face and stroking his lashes. Jungkook wanted to cry, not the lashes. Jungkook even debated shaving his lashes off so no one would touch them. But he cared for Taeyang, so he let Taeyang do. The end. Honestly, I'm a good writer if I do say so myself. And Big Hit needs to hire me to do their writing on their website. You promoting an album? Bam! I'll add some TaeKook. You need to send a legal team to attack haters? Bam! I'll add some TaeKook. That'll scare them. Haters are terrified of love and good things. I'll wake up tomorrow literally seeing Taeyang and Jungkook have a restraining order on me. For Suga's eyes only. Suga was sitting outside his home minding his own business because he is king that minds his own business and anyone who says otherwise is lying and rude. He was on his phone and saw Taeyang running in his direction. Could it be, he thought? Could Taeyang be confessing his love to me? But nope. Taeyang ran past Suga and right to Jungkook. Jungkook was sitting at the campfire and Taeyang began to stroke Jungkook's long lashes. Taeyang was jealous. He too had lashes, but no one ever stroked. The end. I made sure to add a little romantic jealousy moment there. A little love triangle.
I'm a great writer.
All the great writers eventually get blocked by their idol, right? Kind of want to unsend this because what if they have eyes and can read? Jennie and Lisa fanfic. For Jennie's eyes only. Jennie was sitting outside in the cold winter and there was no heat because it was outside and it was cold. She was wearing a thin jacket because beautiful people are never cold and they never seem to wear big jackets, always thin jackets. Lisa saw this and was amazed at how thin Jennie's jacket was. But she took a look at her own jacket and realized her own jacket was thin too. Lisa realized that both beautiful people and amazing people who do not get cold only need thin jackets. They ran up to each other and held each other's hand. They started glowing. The end. For Lisa's eyes only. Lisa sat there on the park bench waiting for her love. Where is her love? Will there even be love coming for her? Jennie appears in a thin jacket in the winter snow. Lisa immediately knew that was her gal. That was the person she needed in her life. Lisa ran up and touched the thin jacket. Everyone around Jennie and Lisa started glowing, and Lisa and Jennie hopped and skipped all the way home. The end. For Rosé's eyes only. Rosé was in the middle of her debut stage in front of nicely socially distanced people. No one was freaking 2 feet apart, but a whopping 30 feet apart. No one was going to get Rosé sick. It was not going to happen. Rosé, in the middle of her performance for On the Ground, receives a phone call from the police. They've identified that Rosé knows Jennie and Lisa. Rosé asked what the problem was, and the police said that they saw Lisa and Jennie glowing and skipping. Rosé was happy for them, but she was a little jealous. She decided to end her tour to go be with Jennie and Lisa. The end. Wow, this is hot stuff. YG, if you need a writer, if you need someone to block, look this way. I hope the girls see this and realize that I am the writer they need in their life. Now for TXT, this is for YeonBin, or Yeonjun and Soobin. This is for Soobin's eyes only. Soobin was walking briskly in the cold autumn air. He was wondering why it was autumn because why do seasons happen? Like, that's so weird. Just pick one, you know? Suddenly behind Soobin, he hears someone running. He turns around to see Yeonjun running towards him. Soobin is like, oh my god, you do like me after all. And Yeonjun is like, you left your shirt. And Soobin realizes he indeed did not have a shirt on, and that's why it was cold. And in fact, it wasn't even autumn, it was spring. The end. For Yeonjun's eyes only. Yeonjun was in the stew. That's short for studio if you're cool. Please don't block me. Soobin was leaving after being frustrated with the lack of eye contact Yeonjun had been making. Yeonjun immediately noticed that Soobin would get in trouble because he was naked. Yeonjun handed Soobin his shirt and Soobin stood there in awe, grabbing Yeonjun's hand. They stood there and stared at each other for 3 days. The end. For Kai's eyes only. Kai had eyes and saw that Yeonjun and Soobin were standing there staring at each other for 3 days. He did not want to bother because TXT loves to do fun things like that. Kai sat down and watched. The end. Now we wait.
3 hours later.
They have yet to respond right now. If they do, I will have to let you know in a part 2. So my goal for literally joining the Big Hit team has come to an end. It will not happen. I will be awaiting a police call from Big Hit or YG, possibly. That's okay, as long as Oppa remembers me. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for your comments. As always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go over there and check stuff out. I have a lot of videos over there that I can't really post on here. This is due to copyright or getting taken down, so I do keep it over there on my Patreon. You can get videos over there like reaction videos such as music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. You can also recommend things you would like to see over there. We also have such a fun time interacting with each other over there as well. Link is in the top of the description down below. Also, anything you contribute over there gives back to this channel, helps make better videos and all that. I have a video over there explaining that, which is free to watch. With that said, there's 2 videos that will appear up on screen at the end of this video, so click on one of those and I'll see you over there. Bye.
The way I would